won that match. It was a tough afternoon for you, really, coming here.
Yeah, for sure. I think that it normally is here, to be honest, and it's something that coming into the game, that you have to play really, really well and commit to a plan that you go with to get some success in the game. We were more than slightly. We were forced into some player selection and formations and plans, if you like, through the unfortunate situation with the attacking players with the player availability. So we're having to go with a couple of players out of position, which sort of 2 days ago we were planning to go the back four, but then we have to go to a 5 because Chris gets injured, and we only really had one player that could play as a 9 in Anthony, and that's a little bit foreign to him anyway. And 2 days ago we didn't think he'd be available. He's done really well to go through the game. So we were forced really into the formation and certain parts of the team that we had to select, and but that's okay. There's no excuses there. We talked about it, trying to galvanise us and going with a plan. But whatever formation, team, plan you're going to go with against Liverpool, what we felt we had to do was play on a small pitch as much as we can, because the moment that you open up a pitch and play on a large pitch against Liverpool, they are right up there with one of the best teams in the world with in that type of game, big pitch, some of the best players in the world. So if you look at the 3 goals where we turned the ball over in the middle of the pitch, and one of the few occasions where we managed to get up the pitch with some numbers, we don't secure the ball that comes out, and obviously the 3rd goal speaks for itself. But on the 3 goals, they were scored on a wide open pitch where, like I said, you've got some of the most dangerous players that you can come up against. So we're frustrated obviously with that, with the goals. But we knew that, as it always does here, or often does, the game was going to look where Liverpool have the territory and possession. And I know they had a lot of set plays and they got in around our box a lot, but they weren't creating chance after chance. We were fairly okay in that part of the game. We could have done a bit better when we turned the ball over first half especially. But like I said, the 2 moments on the goals was something we talked about a lot, about not opening up the pitch. We did, and we got punished. We had to stay in the game until we could get Taiwo and 1 or 2 others on the pitch. Just by a number 9 coming on and playing in a normal position, and Anthony going in a normal position, you could see that we looked a bit better in the game. Still really dangerous game, and Liverpool still loads the ball, of course, but you could see that we were looking a bit more normal in the game. Went to the back 4, and then the 3rd goal, I wouldn't say that we looked like we were going to get, we were definitely going to get back into the game, but we looked like we were going to get into some better positions. We were getting into some better positions, and then the 3rd goal obviously has killed that small bit of momentum that we were starting to feel like we could get, and then that was that really. But I think from there, and I said half time to the boys, I've been here dozens of times over the years, watched countless games here, and I've seen a lot of teams crumble really and give in and give up in games, and I don't think we did that. I don't think we did that at all, and even players who made some mistakes for goals, etc., kept going. So that was that really.
And then overall, it's nice to win, but I think 4 have been draws, and you're still 5 points clear of relegations, and you presume you're looking up rather than worrying about.
Well, of course, that's what you want to be doing, but we're fully aware that it's only our 2nd season in the Premier League, and there's been 20 odd years out of it before that, and we knew coming into it that this season was not going to be any easier than last season, and there isn't one person in and around the training ground that thinks that. So we know what we've got to do, and that's to become sustainable first. And if anything's on top of that, then that's good. We're also trying to change a little bit how we play and try and belong a bit more at the league. And like I said, you take each game as it comes, and we can talk about it in isolation. But what we're trying to do alongside that is play and develop our the way we play. We're trying to integrate a load of new players again. 7 signings on deadline day, and etc. We're trying to integrate a load of new players, and that we're still a club in transition. So like I said, it's going to be a really sort of tough season, but we really believe in ourselves, and we feel like we're doing some okay things, and some things are changing for the better on and off the pitch, and hopefully that can help us, succeed this season.
Do you think that, I know you've got no strikers, you've got to reshape it, but do you think we're not overly defensive in the first half?
I think if we were defensive and tried to play counter-attack, but I think, I came here the other night against Toulouse, and that was 5-1, and the game was over fairly quickly, and I've seen all the other games that we've watched as well with Liverpool. So I think you can come here and try and be expansive, and you can, be on the end of a really difficult result. We've not had a good result, of course, but I've seen good teams, really good teams, come here and get punished. So, like I said, we were forced really into the team. We had to pick certainly the top end of the pitch. And like I said, when we got some of the players in more normal positions, you could see a little bit of a better identity. But that third goal has killed it.
So what was Chris Wood's injury?
Hamstring. Yeah, a couple of days ago. Yeah. Couldn't be worse timing, to be honest.
You've got a few games coming up now before the next international break. Is it a real positive to have time about that? Obviously, 2 games.
Well, it's great that he's gone on today, and it's even more important that he's come off unscathed. So he'll be good for the minutes, and now we've got a full training week, and hopefully he's available to do all of that. And if he is, then he of course will be in a better place in terms of availability for next Sunday against Villa. So, but we'll take one day as it comes with it. He's had an awkward injury again, and we have to be careful with him. Probably even more careful now because of the situation with Chris. But he was cleared to play the minutes that he did today. We probably put him on slightly earlier than what we should have, but we've got through it. He says he's fine, and hopefully we can build on that this week. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, we want to try and integrate new players as much as we can while trying to be as competitive as we can. Felt there was an opportunity to get on the ball there. At that time, Arel had been yellow carded, and we could see where certain things were going with that. So I wanted to take that away from the referee and get him off. And there was an opportunity to get Andre some minutes. Been waiting patiently, training, well enough, and let's see where we go from there with him.
Do the challenges you face now feel familiar when you look back to last season and the experiences of last season and trying to kind of bed in a new team? Can that help you this time around there?
Well, I think for the players who are still with us, that played a lot of games last year, obviously there's some new players in the group now, which will be fresh to it. But the challenge is the same as last season. There's no doubt about that, and we have to tackle it head on. And it takes years and years of surviving in the Premier League to really become a team that can compete, a lot higher up the league. And we're on that journey really of trying to just stay in amongst it, but we're doing it while trying to change a little bit how we play and the type of players that we have in the team and in the squad, and some younger players that we need to develop as well, and hopefully over the course of time that will help us.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.